Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Why am I like this, you ask? Well, I don't have a webcam. I need a little intro, so I made this representation of myself. Say hello to Phone Jack. No more stalling, let's get into the video. Infinite Craft. So, welcome to Infinite Craft. If you've ever played that mobile game Little Alchemy, this is basically that, but on steroids, because there's way more things you can make. And I have played that game before a lot, so I'm quite familiar with the concept of this. I'm hoping we can make something just very special today. I don't know what yet, just something that makes me go, huh, that's special. I don't know how I did that. So we're going to start off by combining earth and fire, because I believe this will make some sort of lava or magma of such. Yes, lava. As I said, I'm familiar with the concept of this. Then if we put water on that, we have stone. Why is there no emoji for stone? That's weird. And now we have a rock. Now what happens if we put rock with lava? A volcano. I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's just back to lava. What about a volcano and the wind? Ah, an eruption. What if we put water on that? Back to lava? Okay, that's confusing. So if we get a volcano and the earth, we have also lava. Wind and stone. Sand. So I'm guessing if we combine that with fire, glass, of course. Now, if we put two glasses together, we might get something that I need to see. Nope, it's a window. Why would two glasses not just be a pair of glasses? Yay, I made a house. So is this going to be like a town if I put houses together? Wait, what is it? No. Okay, there we go. Yeah, town. And I'm guessing that makes a city. Yeah. Metropolis. That's interesting to me. I'm going to set that over here because I think that might be important later. Now, I feel like I need to try and make some form of life. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I do that. So I'm just going to have to start combining some things. Right. Where does life come from? It's got to be something to do with... Right, if I combine water and earth, that gave me a plant. That's closer. And I've got a swamp. Right. And a marsh. This is probably not helping. Hey, smoke. That's something, I guess. Oh. Right, was that marsh and stone? Why did that make a statue? I, I don't understand that. Hey, that's not what I was planning on doing with Metropolis, but that did work. A statue plus Metropolis gives you liberty. Now, is that just the Statue of Liberty here? Or if I combine Statue and Liberty, is that... Yeah, the Statue of Liberty. That's pretty cool. We've already made one cool thing. But that's not what I had in mind for Metropolis. I'm going to need to keep that here, because I want to do something with that. And I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. Right, I don't know why, but swamp feels important. A dragon! Oh, there's probably a lot I can do with this. That's still a dragon, okay. What? Why does Earth and a dragon make a mountain? I don't understand that. Right, so this makes sense in my head. That's not what I expected, but that's... Yeah, sure, I've made the city of New York. I assume it's the city of New York and not the state of New York anyway, but who's to say? What if I combine a dragon with wind? A tornado? I don't see their logic on some of this, but alright. A dragon egg? That feels important. I'm going to set that aside. I feel like I've got a lot of things that I'm keeping around here. Right, what if I combine the water with a plant? That's a swamp. I think that's how I did that before. plant with the swamp. Venus flytrap. That's oddly specific. New York and a fire. Oh no. Oh no. It has taken me barely over 5 minutes to accidentally make 9/11. In fact, has it even been 5 minutes yet? I don't know. I've just made 9/11. Oh no! Oh no! 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 We're getting rid of that. No! Oh god, no! 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 Oh no! Empire State Building. All right. What if I combine a rock with fire? That's a volcano. I've already done that. Stone with fire. No. I'm trying to figure out if there's some way to make metal, and I thought maybe like this made sense in my mind. You know, like you smelt the stone and you get steel. I don't know. Right, water and earth is a plant. I've already done that. Wind and earth. Dust. Okay. Dust and a plant. Pollen. A plant and no. Dust. Where was dust? Where was that? There. Dust and eruption. That's a volcano. See, in my mind, I don't know why, just like dust exploding made sense as like the Big Bang, but maybe that was too much of a stretch. Eruption plus eruption is a volcano. Volcano plus a volcano is a mountain. What if I get a couple of mountains? Mountain range, yeah. And what about two mountain ranges? That just gives me a mountain. That doesn't help. What about mountain range and a dragon? That's a volcano. I feel like I'm going in circles here. Right, I still the closest thing I've got to life is a plant. I need some sort of thing that says like animal or just life, you know, to get really get the ball rolling on this. And I still feel like swamp or marsh or something must be connected to it. That doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Oh, a bog. Okay, that might be important later. Oh no, I didn't even mean to do that. How did I make King Kong? Wait, what? How did I make King Kong? How did I do that? I I'm actually confused by what just happened. Did I just combine a bog with the Empire State Building and get King Kong? Was that what was there, the Empire State Building? How did I... What? Right, so now that I have King Kong, I'm gonna have to mess around with that a bit, see what else I can do. What if I combine it with the Empire State Building? Empire Kong. Alright. King Kong in a bog, that's a swamp. No. I... What? I... These things are confusing me. Why does King Kong and the wind make a tornado? I feel like surely there must be something new I can make with King Kong, so I just need to get a lot of him out on the board and just chuck stuff at it. Oh, a skyscraper. Alright, that's progress. Glass. That's also a skyscraper, that's weird. That also a skyscraper. A tree! That's a new thing that I can use. I think. What if I do that? Tornado Kong? I don't even know what that is. Some of this stuff makes no sense. What about a rock in King Kong? Skull Island. That's pretty cool. Smoke. An ape. Oh. That feel like it could lead to humanity, potentially. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Who's to say? What if I combine... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I was going to say, what if I combine an ape with a tree? I have monkey. Right, and what if I combine a tree with King Kong? Tarzan. I'm making some pretty random stuff here. This is getting cool. What if I put King Kong on a window? A broken window. Brilliant. Um, no. No. Wait, that doesn't do anything? The game lied. It is not infinite. I found something that doesn't work. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Um, King Kong and a dragon. Godzilla. That's more or less what I expected. What about Godzilla and King Kong? Just generally a monster. I feel like there's a lot of things I can do with a monster. Maybe if I get an orange, combine it with a monster, I can make the president. Alright, a river. If I put a river on the earth. Delta. What? Okay, this game is confusing the hell out of me. I don't know what this is. What? Delta, like the Greek letter? Okay, this makes a bit more sense. Type of river. Okay, sure, fair enough. Okay, that makes more sense than Greek letters. A lake. Oh, where did I put it? There's the monster. Uh, uh, will this work? If this does what I think it does, and obviously I'm referring to a certain piece of Scottish folklore, then that would be pretty cool, and I think we can call it a day. I'm not going to call it a day, but I would be able to call it a day if this makes what I think it does. Okay, that's pretty close. If I just combine that with a monster again, yeah, there we go, Nessie. That is the worst picture ever to use for Nessie, but we've made Nessie, so mission accomplished. What if I combine Nessie with the Earth, the Loch Ness Monster? I don't understand that. Because Nessie is the Loch Ness Monster, oh, whatever. Trying to think, Loch Ness Monster and Earth. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to use Nessie to make Scotland. Because if I can make... Oh, I can zoom in and out of this? I didn't know I could do that. If I can make Scotland in this game, that's basically the best thing I could ever do with this game. I still feel like I need to get closer to people. So what if I get a monkey? And... I don't know. A monkey and a house. No. A monkey and a city. King Kong. That's unfortunate. A monkey with glass. That is a mirror. Okay. A monkey and a lake. Monkey Island. Alright, whatever. A monkey and the earth. King Kong. A monkey and a smoke. A chimney. What? I don't understand that one. Um, what about a tornado and a house? That's still just a tornado. I thought that might be a Wizard of Oz reference, but whatever. What if I combine a house with a plant, a garden, and then if I put maybe two gardens together, that's a park. That's not what I wanted. Park plus a house is a zoo. Also not what I wanted. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to get... What? A garden and a house makes a mansion. That the logic in this game is very flawed. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make a farm. Okay, that's a pond. I don't know. Right, what if I take wood and fire? That'll give me a campfire, right? That's fine. This is getting a bit messy around here. You know what? I'm just gonna clear everything off. Yeah. If we get a garden and we get a house, that makes a mansion. That's not what we want. If we get a garden and a tree, a forest. No. No. A forest and a tree could be something that's just wood. What can I do with wood? 2 woods just makes a tree. Wood, wood, wood. Monkey wood, that's a tree. Water wood, that's paper. Paper? Paper. That's a book. Ah, a book and a monkey. Curious George! Oh, I'm losing my sanity here. A book and a book makes a bookshelf. Bookshelf and a bookshelf makes a library. A library and a library makes a bookshelf. A monkey in a library is Monkey King. I really thought that giving monkeys some sort of knowledge through books would be the way to making humans, but apparently not. Monkey and paper. Origami? Oh, is King Kong. Monkey say? Where is your logic? Fire monkey. A hot monkey, sure. I'm just filling the page up with monkeys now. Origami. And a dragon is just paper. Cool. Dusty monkey. A human! Why does dust and a monkey make a human? You know, I don't care. I've got humans now. There's so much I can do with this, I think. Just gonna replicate these guys, you know, get a few of them up in here. Try and do some stuff with the humans. If we put some fire on there, we get a phoenix! I thought it was just gonna kill them. Alright, and a phoenix and a human makes an angel. I was really hoping that would be an X-Men reference. Okay, fair enough. Alright, a pencil. Pencil and paper. Drawing. Human and drawing. Artist. Okay, I think we're getting closer to the artist formerly known as Prince. What does just the wind and the wind make a tornado? What about a windy human? That's a ghost. I can see why they do that. Water and a human. Mermaid? No, fish. Fish? Oh, sure. A fish and a human. A mermaid, yeah. Mermaid and Monkey King. Monkey Mermaid. What about imitate the Monkey King and the human? What? I don't know who Sun Wukong is, or what Sun Wukong is. Right, so this is apparently Sun Wukong. A monkey, or some sort of Chinese folklore from the 16th century. That's all we really need to know. So Sun Wukong is now here, apparently. Wait, what if I combine something like Empire Wukong with a house? It's just a home, okay. A human and a home. It's a family. A family and a family is a village, okay, fair enough. A village and a human is a town, not a Minecraft villager, okay. Human with sand is a mummy. Alright. Mummy plus a house, a tomb. Alright. I feel like I need to organize this a bit more. So I'm going to make a little pile over here of things that might be linked to some sort of Scooby-Doo reference, because that's what I want to do at some point, because that would be funny if I can somehow get that in here. Right, what about a monkey in the forest? Is an ape. I already had that. An ape plus a human. That's not what I meant to do. That's also a monkey. A human and a phoenix. I've already done that. An angel and a home. Does that make heaven? Yes. Right. We have heaven. If I combine heaven with fire, does that make hell? No, that makes the sun. Brilliant. What about heaven and lava? A volcano. Fantastic. The sun and the wind makes a sunflower? Okay. The sun and water makes a rainbow. That's cool. I'm gonna make that over here. I think if I... Okay, two rainbows just makes a rainbow. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for a double rainbow. Right, the sun plus something. I need to make stars, I think. Because I have an idea. If I put two suns together, that's a sunflower. Why would that be that? If I put the sun with stone, that makes a statue. That also doesn't make sense. Sun and rock. A meteor. Right. In my experience, it seems that if I combine anything with King Kong, it makes a bigger version of it. Planet of the Apes? Okay, that makes sense. Fair enough. Planet of the Apes also. Right. Heaven and fire was the sun. So that's not how I make a star. How do I make a star? Sun and meteor is a supernova. Supernova and the sun is a black hole. Alright. Dark matter. Gold? Well, I don't know how it did that there, but it worked. Let's see, if I combine a human with gold, this is getting a mess over here. Is there a search bar? Yeah, human with gold. Rich, right. If I get a rich human, that's the king. That's more or less what I was looking for earlier. I tried to make that with some other methods and it didn't work. Why did I want the king again? Okay, I've made God, that's fine. King's family, royal, okay. Why did I want the king? I've genuinely forgotten. I don't think I said it out loud. I have too many thoughts in my head. I think it might be to do with a castle. A castle with a sun is a palace. Right. Royal artist. Queen. I have made Queen. I'm not sure if that's meant to be the band Queen or if that's just a Queen. So we're just gonna... What? Okay, fine. What? I'm doing some crazy stuff right now that I didn't even think of. Okay, I've got an idea though. That's something that just occurred to me. I need an artist and I need a sunflower. Van Gogh. What? I was trying to make Starry Night earlier. That's why I wanted stars, because I was going to put artist and stars together. And instead, I somehow managed to make Starry Night from Van Gogh and Sunflower. I was trying to make Sunflowers by Van Gogh, but I still got a Van Gogh painting in there. And yes, I'm aware that it's Van Gogh and not, or something like that, or Van Gogh or whatever, not Van Gogh. But here's the thing you need to know. I don't care. Supernova. Oh, I need alcohol. Not to drink, I need to make alcohol. Right, I'm clearing the canvas again. Because I need to. Right, I need. What do I need? I'm thinking a tree and the sun. I'm just gonna keep going here. Yeah, fruit. Fruit is what I thought I'd get from that. So now I need fruit and maybe fruit and water. That's juice, right? Juice and fire is cider. That's getting closer. See, in my mind, this makes sense, but no, in practice, it does not make sense. What? A human juice is a vampire. Right, if I put a vampire in a castle, does that give me Dracula? Boom. If I get a vampire and I get wood, that makes a steak. If I get a human with a steak, that makes a vampire. That's not what I was trying to do. A steak and a vampire is dust. Okay, fair enough. And stone is a pyramid. Okay, fair enough. Gold and rock is pyrite. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Feels gold. Gold and pyrite. That interests me. Feels gold. Yeah, that's just pyrite again under a different name. Wood with water might make a boat. Does that make a boat? No, that makes paper. Wood and a human. Is a pencil not useful? Okay, that's a fence. That's also not useful. That makes no sense, but okay. Gold and mermaids. Mermaid. Treasure. Yes, treasure. That's closer to what I'm trying to make. Treasure and a human is a pirate. That's what I was trying to make there, a pirate. Um, put pirates and fruit. That's a banana? Okay, cool. Um, banana and a human. Is that just a monkey? Yeah, but it'd be like falling on a banana peel. I don't know why it would be that, but whatever. Right, pirates and cider. Oh, okay. Pirate juice is grog? Uh, rum. Rum is closer to what I was trying to make, because it's also an alcohol. Right, so these are the alcohols I have established. None of them are champagne, but we're going to try them anyway. What just happened? A star! Why does juice and a supernova make a star? Right. This is going to be a really stupid reference, but what if I put a baby with a star? That's an angel. It's not A Star is Born. Okay. I've forgotten where it is. I'm just going to... Dust! A comet. Brilliant. Not what I was looking for at all. So far, I have made 134 items. I think I will end the video when I'm at 150, because can't be that far off, right? Gold in a pyramid is the pharaoh. Pharaoh and an apple. I don't know why, but Adam! What are you doing here? Get back to your own channel. Right, Adam and an apple is Eve. Why is Eve moon slash banana? That's not a banana, right? It's a moon. Yeah, that's a banana. So why is Eve the moon? I don't get that. Adam and a garden. Eve! What? Why would that not be the Garden of Eden? Oh, whatever. And a book. The Bible. I have the Bible. A Bible and a house is a church. Fruit tree. Fruit tree. An Adam is just an apple. Brilliant. Treasure. What can I do with treasure? Treasure and earth. Does that make treasure planet? Nope, that makes gold. Brilliant. Treasure stone. Rock. Treasure rock. A pirate. Why? Treasure and wood. A treasure chest? Yes. So what can I do with a chest? Chest and sand. Treasure. Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. Did I ever do that? Okay, no. I don't know why that suddenly clicked in my brain just now. What do I do with waves? Sand. We got a beach. Earth from the beach is sand. What do we take? A wave and another wave. The tide. Oh, tsunami. That's a lot more extreme. Tsunami and the earth. Does that be like the ocean or an island? Okay. An island and treasure. That's a pirate. Pirate island. Also treasure. Island and waves. That could be the tide. Surfing. Surf and a man. We give us surfers. Storm. There we go. That's the thing. Storm and Phoenix. Does that give us the X-Men? A Thunderbird. You know what? I've got a plan for that later. So let's see if that works. Could I like highlight and oh, that makes sense. I kept accidentally highlighting things. I'm like, I can move things as a group. That's kind of cool. Thunderbirds in an island. Damn it, a turtle. Ah. If anyone's as big a nerd as me, they know where I was going with Thunderbird and Island. Okay, I have just noticed I've actually reached 150 items. So, we're going to end the video here. That's it for today. Goodbye.